Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the bush. I'm Tony, your favorite ranger, and if you're new here, grab a seat, because things get wild out here.
Most people think being a ranger is all glamorous sunsets and majestic lions roaring. Nah. Half the time it's just me, sweating like a warthog in heat, trying not to get killed or embarrassed. Let me tell you about the day I lost a fight with a hyena. And trust me, I didn't even see it coming. It was late dry season about 3 years ago in the northern part of the reserve. I was out on foot patrol with my tracker, Sifo. Beautiful morning, you could actually breathe without swallowing dust. We'd been following fresh leopard tracks along a dry riverbed when my stomach started growling louder than any predator. I'd packed my favorite 2 big cheese and tomato sandwiches, some biltong, and a cold Coke I'd been saving since sunrise. I left the cooler bag on the bonnet of the open game viewer while Sifo and I went to check some fresh dung not far away. Big mistake. So we'd only been gone maybe 15 minutes. When we came back, the scene looked like a crime scene. Cooler bag ripped open, one sandwich completely gone. The second one had clear teeth marks and was halfway across the riverbed like it tried to escape. But the real kicker, my Cokekin, was lying on its side, completely empty with a perfect set of hyena teeth, punctures through the aluminium. That scavenger didn't just drink my cold drink, he slurped it like fine wine. I'm standing there, covered in sweat, hungry as hell, when I hear this classic whoop-whoop laugh from the thicket about 30 meters away. There she was, a big spotted hyena, sitting on her haunches, looking straight at me with this smug I won expression, half my sandwich still hanging out the side of her mouth. Now, here's where I made it worse. I did what every stupid ranger does once in his life. I tried to negotiate with a hyena. I pointed at her and said, "Hey, that's my lunch, you thief." She tilted her head, dropped the sandwich on the ground, and then did something I'll never forget. She picked it up again, looked me dead in the eyes, and slowly walked backwards into the bush like she was saying, "Come get it, tough guy." Sifo was dying laughing behind me. The man was actually holding his stomach. So now I'm properly annoyed and hungry. I jump in the vehicle and decide I'm going to follow her. Not to hurt her, just to, win the psychological battle. Bad idea. She led me straight into a whole clan of 8 hyenas. Turns out she wasn't just a thief, she was the welcome committee. And they surrounded the vehicle, whooping and giggling like a gang of teenagers who just robbed a tourist. One particularly bold youngster even jumped on the bonnet and started licking the exact spot where my cooler bag had been. I swear he was looking for crumbs. I'm sitting there trying to act all ranger cool, but I'm internally panicking because my only food for the next 6 hours is now in 8 different hyena stomachs. And then the matriarch walks right up to my open window, close enough that I could smell the coke on her breath, and just stares at me. In that moment, I accepted my fate. I slowly took out my last piece of biltong, broke it in half, and threw one piece out the window. She caught it midair. And you know what? She gave me this single respectful whoop before the whole clan melted back into the bush. Sifo looked at me and said, "Boss, you just paid protection money to hyenas." That afternoon, we didn't see a single leopard, but I learned a valuable lesson. Never leave food unattended in the bush, and never underestimate how clever these so-called scavengers really are. They're smarter than most tourists I've driven around, that's for sure. But that's not even my most embarrassing story. There was the time a honey badger moved into my tent for 3 days. Would you like to hear that one next time? Drop a comment and let me know. I've got hundreds of these. If you're enjoying these ranger stories mixed with the raw wildlife footage, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel and keeps me out here doing what I love. Until next time, stay safe, watch your food, and remember, out here, we're never really alone. And this is Tony the Ranger signing off from the bush.